Hello everyone, I'm Kyle. I'm here to talk about the film Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I saw the first Sonic a couple of years ago in the movie theaters right before COVID happened, and I thought it was okay. I wasn't like, this is a great movie, but I wasn't like, this is terrible. But I just thought it was okay. It could have been way better than it was. It really wasn't that memorable. And to tell you the truth, when I saw the first Sonic, I was like, I was alright. When I went to see this one, usually I rewatch the first film or the prior film and the sequels before I go to see the new one. I didn't even bother rewatching it because I didn't, I didn't feel like it. I didn't think it was worth it to rewatch it. But I think a lot of kids really enjoyed the first Sonic, so that's the most important thing. I went to this Sonic really for the main reason of the fact that they finally introduced Knuckles and Tails, two iconic Sonic characters. And I think that that was one of the key elements of the first Sonic that was missing, in that we only had Sonic in the first one. It made it feel like, I don't know, just, it felt like it wasn't Sonic, if that makes any sense. It felt like it was just, oh, here's a character from, a property showing up in this CGI hybrid live action movie. And it looked, especially the trailers, looked very basic. The thing that saved the first Sonic was Jim Carrey, and he was amazing as Dr. Robotnik. And I think that he really brought something to the role that especially not just to the role, but to the movie, what the movie needed. It needed that sense of, wackiness. Going into Sonic 2, I was actually surprised that Jim Carrey was not my favorite part about the movie. Jim Carrey is good in the movie. I mean, he's always good, but I kind of thought they didn't really give him enough to do in here to, really make me laugh a lot. He's in a lot of the film. He's the main antagonist, but for some reason I thought he was funnier in the first film. And I think that one of my favorite parts of this one, I think it was one of my favorite parts of the first one too, was James Marsden's character Tom, his sister-in-law Rachel. And she's just she's a riot. She is so funny. And it's all about, there's this, it's kind of like a side plot, but it's another element of the story of her getting married to this other guy that I think is on the TV show SWAT and Criminal Minds, and he is going to marry her. And it's just this hilarious, whenever she's there and she doesn't want James Marsden's Tom to mess up her wedding, it's really funny. And it made me think, because I'm watching Sonic, and I think one of the things that Sonic does better than, say, a Godzilla is the human characters. The human characters themselves aren't the best human characters that they could ever have, but they're fun characters. That they don't really drive the story down. They keep you along the ride. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are the center focus of the story, which is great. And they don't take away the focus. Whenever they're on screen, it's always a result of those characters. Whereas the Godzilla movies, they can spend 2 hours, it feels like, just talking about the humans' families and not the Godzilla monster itself. So I think that it really, I kind of want the Godzilla movies to follow in the footsteps of Sonic, because they really kind of, I think, they know how to utilize each character. So we get to the characters. We get to Sonic. Sonic is as good as he was in the first one. I know there's a lot of big fans of Ben Schwartz out there. I'm not really, I don't know much about him. He's good as Sonic. I don't really have a thing against him. But I thought really one of the standouts for me was Idris Elba, who plays Knuckles. And he's just so good. He's really, really good in it. And Knuckles is great in it. The character has some interesting motivations and some interesting backstory, cool connection to Sonic. Then you have Tails, and Tails is also just wonderful and so heartwarming. I really loved the relationship between Tails and Sonic in the movie. It's, I think, really the heart and soul of the film. And I just love seeing these three characters on screen together, whether it's Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, whether it's Sonic and Knuckles or Sonic and Tails. Whenever on screen, it always put a smile on my face. And as someone that grew up with the Sonic cartoons, and as someone that grew up playing the Sonic Heroes video game, it is so exciting to see these characters that you've grown up with on screen. I think that Jim Carrey, as I said, though, like, I think he's still good in the movie, and it's fun to see him in more an iconic Robotnik outfit. And I think that one of the best parts of the movie, too, is just the theme of saving others and not just yourself. And I think there's a lesson to be learned there of, you know, when you want to save the world or you want to do anything in life, think of the other people that you might be affecting. And think of more than just yourself going into any decision you make. Always maybe think of other people. If you go to, say, post something on the internet, think about how it might affect other people. Don't just think about how it will affect you. And I think that there are many lessons to be learned, and that's why I think is always important in films directed towards children, because a lot of kids need to know this. And I think one of the best parts about seeing this movie on opening night was there were a lot of kids in the theater, and it was fun to see their reactions to it, because I can just remember when I was little seeing films like Garfield and seeing films that were about, these cartoon type characters in a live action world. I always got a kick out of it, and you got to realize that these are kids now that are going to have Sonic as the franchise that they grow up with, and we'll probably get a Sonic 3 down the road, and they'll have this series that they'll come back to. So I think that it's really important that they enjoy it, and I think they will, because I think this movie has the humor. There are some great jokes in this. It has the action and adventure that people like to see, and it really just has, the heart that, even parents, I think, will enjoy. So overall, I like Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I wouldn't say that it is, a great movie, but I recommend that, if you have kids, you go and see it. And I recommend that if you're a fan of the Sonic character, you can watch it, because it's a fun time. And I think that's one of the biggest parts about this movie, is that, it's a happy movie. It's not a movie where you leave sad or devastated about the world. It's a movie that you truly will enjoy. So, yeah. Go check Sonic out. If you have seen Sonic, comment in the comments below. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.